Hi guys, welcome to EuroLeague Fantasy Talks. In this episode we will check how our team is growing and recommend some players that will rise in value on BasketNews EuroLeague Fantasy. After round 6 of EuroLeague, my team got up by 1,000 positions and we are currently at 2,155th position. We got 147 fantasy points and increased our capital by 1.36 million. Let's check where our budget is ranking at the moment. So let's sort all the teams by budget size on descending order. The team with the highest budget has 14.9 million and my team is ranking at 23rd place. So we climbed from 59th position by budget size to 23rd place at the moment, and we have 13.7 million and we have pretty much the same budget size as GR, who is on the first place in the overall leaderboard. So let's now check how each of our players has increased their value. So as we saw, overall we had 147 fantasy points. Joel Bolomboy got 13.2 fantasy points and increased his value by 149k. Shingeli is still riding the big wave and got us 66 fantasy points as a captain and increased his value by 270k. Alpha Diallo is expected to increase his value by a lot, by 203k, and that is because he got 16.5 fantasy points. Facundo Campazzo didn't play. He got 17.86 fantasy points because that was his average, because the game between Maccabi Tel Aviv and Real Madrid was postponed. Therefore, Campazzo got only fantasy points but no price change. Isaac Cordonier got 4.4 fantasy points, but still managed to increase his value by 40k. Chimo Moneka got 22 fantasy points and increased his value by a whole 250k. Johannes Tiemann from Alba got 7.2 fantasy points, but still increased his value by 70k. Loporvitola still was injured and didn't play, therefore his price didn't change and he didn't bring any fantasy points. Roland Schmitz got 9.9 fantasy points and increased his value by 130k. Even if Lorenzakis got -1 fantasy point, he still got 74k to our budget. And let's now do changes to our team for round 7. First of all, let's sell the players that we prefer not to have for the next game week. And I will start by selling Johannes Tiemann. Tiemann needs to get at least 12 PAR for his price not to drop. Therefore, we should invest in a center that has way more potential to increase his price. Second player that I will sell will be Roland Schmitz from Žalgiris. And that is because Schmitz needs to get at least 8 PAR for his price not to drop, which means that if we want a budget increase, he needs to score a lot more. And obviously, 8 PAR is already a good number, and then we would need to pray for 30 PAR performance for a great increase, and that is of course unlikely. So therefore, let's pick a player later that brings us more value. And my third player that I will sell will be Isaiah Cordonier from Virtus Bologna. I'm selling Isaiah Cordonier because I don't want to have two Virtus players that will play against Real Madrid's defense. So I will keep Schengelia, but Isaiah Cordonier has to go. And Cordonier needs to get at least 3 PAR for his price not to drop. So he is not that risky to have, but as I mentioned again, I prefer just to have one guy from Virtus Bologna. And we will pick a guard with even more potential to grow his price. So let's start by getting our new center. And as my new center for the next game week, I will pick Yusuf Afol from Asvel Villeurbanne for 935k. Even if Yusuf Afol would get 0 fantasy points, his last 4 game average is so good when compared to the price, so that his price would still grow. As my new forward, I will pick John Brown from Monaco. According to my calculations, John Brown will get his -2 PIR performance from round 2 dropped when calculating the prices after round 7. Hence, even if he would have a 0 points performance in the round 7, his value would still increase. And also Monaco will play at home against Asvel, which means that it should be easier than usual for Brown to collect PIR. And as my last player, I will pick a new guard. And I will go with another Brown, which is Sterling Brown from Alba Berlin. And of course I pick Sterling because he has the second best potential for the price growth after Alpha Diallo among all the players. Even if Sterling would get 0 PAR, his price should increase by at least 100k, if not more. Other good picks to grow your budget are anyone in our team, except for Facundo Campazzo, as he would reduce his price if he gets 0 fantasy points. But of course I believe in Campazzo, hence he is a great pick too. And then good picks for round 7 to increase their value. In center position would be Jonathan Motley from Fenerbahce, Tristan Vukcevic from Partizan, assuming that Vukcevic will play at least 1 second in that game. Because as we know, if the player doesn't play, his value simply doesn't change. And for forwards, I would recommend Tarik Biberovic from Fenerbahce and Luavu Kabarov from Asvel. And in case you need guards for the next round to rise in price, I would recommend to pick Alessandro Paiola from Virtus Bologna and Tomas Dimša from Žalgiris. And let me know in the comment section how much you will be able to rise your budget both after round 6 and round 7. That's all, guys. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, as we are almost to reach 100 subscribers, and that helps channel to grow. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.